Good afternoon, everybody. The Irish Demon here, back with another video. Now, while you're watching this, I'll be over in Portugal, and hopefully I'll have a few other videos for you to watch while I'm away, so make sure and smash that like button. Now, in this video, we got a lady here who did some really naughty stuff a couple of years ago and got a reasonably low bond. Now, she hasn't turned up to court on a bunch of occasions, and now she's here again and she wants to see a different judge to try to resolve the issue. Now, when you first see it, it seems like Judge Herman here is being a little bit harsh. But honestly, I lost all of that sympathy when I realized what she had done and how long she's let it go undealt with. Of course, we get the sob stories and it's easy to feel sorry for her, but at the end of the day, she isn't here for no reason. Anyway, check out the video and let me know down below what you think.
Is he there?
He is there. He's just turned his video off.
I'm there. I'm here.
Your Honor, listen. It's a bench warrant. It's a
Right.
bench warrant on a case on somebody's been arraigned. We do not represent them. However, it's an Odette case. So all we're asking you to do today is give her a date to go in front of Judge Odette, and then she can tell Judge Odette why it was she didn't show up. And I want her to understand this, our group does not represent bench warrants if it's after arraignment. If it's prior to arraignment, then we do. So we just need a new date in front of Odette. Actually, they have a form in there saying she should appear July 28th at 8:30 in front of Judge Odette.
What kind of case is it, and what's the bond that Judge Odette asked for?
It's a,
I'm sorry, are we gonna go on the record on this, or what are we doing?
I guess we probably
it's
could.
an MDOP, Judge.
Oh boy, I need to see that file.
It's not what she wants.
If he was sitting here on the bench, he'd have that file in front of him right now.
Yeah, he needs to see the file.
She doesn't have a choice on whether the judge sees the file.
I will,
She's bringing it into you right now. Lynn's on her way.
thank you.
She's the only walk-in though, so if you want to finish this, then we'd be off the record.
Okay. This is people of Mundy Township versus Simone Patrice Poplar. The charge is malicious destruction of property. Let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth to the best of your knowledge, understanding, and belief.
Yes,
What is your full legal name?
Simone Patrice Poplar.
Okay, Mr. Wheaton, I was told
Yes.
by staff that Mr. Skinner did talk to her.
Yes, he did. But I'm telling you, and I'm letting her know, this program that we are on here, we do not represent bench warrants unless it's pre-arraignment. Now, he talked to her out of courtesy because she was here. But all she needs to do is, and actually it's a Judge Odette court. So all that we need to do today is get a date, which is already in the file, have her go to Judge Odette, and then she has to go in and let him know why she didn't show up.
Yes, I understand.
So, I mean, at this point, I will, in her behalf, ask the court to go ahead and set that date. And she can go on that date and deal with this in front of Judge Odette. There's absolutely no reason to think she isn't going to show up. She voluntarily came in here today. So there's no reason to do anything more than just give her the new date and let her go. And if she doesn't show up on that date, then she'll have to deal with Judge Odette on that.
Does she have $250? because that would
Yeah.
that would wrap the case up. Because she was given one of those alternate sentences, 250 or 45 days.
You have 250 on you today?
Your Honor, I do not have 250 on me today. That I got arrested for that. Like I want to say in May, and I paid $300 and something that day to get out. I've been arrested on this a couple times and paid to get out. It's the matter of this happened during COVID, and it just got mixed up during COVID. So I'm handling it now.
Is Judge Odette in the building?
Judge Odette, what?
Is he in the building today?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but I doubt it.
The date for the appearance for the show cause is going to be July 28th, 2022 at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to set the bond at $250 at 10%.
Your Honor, I believe Judge Odette might be here because he had these pre-trials that starting at 1 o'clock.
Well, if
that's
he's
why
here-
I'm not gonna reach anybody by phone then.
So she might want, we just might want to send her down to Judge Odette's.
Okay, so basically what's happened here is she had been given a sentence and she had to pay a certain amount of money and she didn't. Now, as she stated, she'd been arrested on this issue multiple times and had to pay her way out. So one might ask, why not just pay the fine in the first place and get it over and done with? Now, I get it. Money can be pretty scarce at times, especially at the moment with everything that's gone on. And yeah, $250 might not be a huge amount to most of us, but to a lot of us, it's a lot of money. However, I'm willing to bet she's got a phone in her pocket just like a lot of us do that probably costs in excess of $1,000. Obviously, I don't expect everybody to go to my standards, but if I was in trouble like this where my liberty was at risk, the first thing I would be doing is selling anything I can to get that paid off. Now, that may seem a little bit harsh, and sure, it probably is, but that's the reality of life. If you don't want to find yourself in this situation, then you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, before we continue, I just want to say a massive thank you to Old Squishy Gardener who finds these amazing videos. I can tell you from experience, it's very hard to find them. So check out Old Squishy Gardener in the description down below if you want to see these videos uninterrupted.
Yeah, Your Honor, I can, if you can give me till Friday, I can come and make that payment Friday. But as of today, I don't have any money.
I'm going to send the file to Judge Odette. It's his case, only because I'm on duty.
Whether you have time.
When I called for this warrant and they told me all I had to do was come in and they would give me a date to come to court to talk to Judge Odette.
That's what we just, why, if you want to, you can go down there right now if he's here and take care of it.
I'd rather come back with someone. I'd rather come with someone and see Judge Odette. I'd rather have someone with me to come back and see Judge Odette.
Well,
instead of today. Today, I was told I would just get an arraignment and I would get a date. I specifically called up here for this.
you have $25. Do you have $25?
No, I don't have anything. My bank account is overdrawn. I have to go to Southfield for work. My bank account is overdrawn. I do not get paid until Friday. I just came because I cannot be driving with a warrant on my name.
Again, I know it sounds harsh, but that's just tough luck. You should have thought about that first of all before you did what you did in the first place, and we'll get to that here in a while. And second of all, you should have tried to prioritize making arrangements to keep yourself out of trouble. Again, I know it's not easy to come by that kind of money, and you explain later that you had a lot of things going on. I get that. But you could have done something. You could have contacted the court, you know, if it was more convenient for you at an earlier time, to see if you could arrange something. But it seems that you didn't. And now the chickens have come home to roost.
Is this the only bench warrant you've had on this case? Let me look. No, wait a minute. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, she got sentenced. It's a 2017 case. She got sentenced October 1st, 2019 to pay $834, it looks like. She had to make restitution, some malicious destruction of property. So she had to make restitution. So they set a show cause for April 20th of 2020. So apparently on April 20th, she got it adjourned to June 2nd, 2020. And then it got adjourned again to July 28th, 2020. So she didn't show up on July 28th, 2020. So,
Your Honor, may I add that was during
excuse me,
COVID? The court
excuse me, I'm in the middle of
not
talking.
open.
Excuse me, I'm in the middle of speaking. Okay?
I'm sorry. Yes.
She did not show up on July 28th, 2020. So apparently the judge issued the first bench warrant. She apparently got picked up sometime around April because she posted a bond. The bond was for $250. They applied that bond to the restitution fee. So they set another show cause. She had, when she posted her bond, she was to appear for May 24th, 2022 for a show cause. It says defendant to appear if fines and restitution not paid in full. So that's when she was supposed to come back on May 24th of this year. Apparently she did not, and now we have a bench warrant. So, ma'am, you already lost a bond because you didn't show up the next time. I don't.
So basically what we got here is because she's put this off and ran away from the issue for so long, she's got picked up multiple times and had to pay her way out, over and above the cost of what it would have been to just deal with the issue. And now she stands there and wants everything to be put off once again. How long can you allow this stuff to go on for? This happened back in 2017. You can't use the events of the last 2 years as an excuse because it was almost 3 years between the start of that and when the incident happened in the first place. It's over 5 years now. Surely in 5 years you would be able to resolve this.
They
It's like,
told
you know,
me that I can just pay the fine and the thing will be over with. I have to,
Yeah,
it's over
yeah.
$1,000 something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
so-
told, wait, you were told you could pay the fine before that May 24th date, and apparently you didn't.
I didn't have the money, Your Honor. I don't have the money. If I had the money, I would have been paid it and got it off of me. That's why I'm going to start making payments. That's why I came today to get the warrant and start making payments to get that off, because I cannot afford to keep getting arrested and paying all that money to get out of jail. I can't afford that.
But here's the question that this raises. You have been affording it. You're here right now with your liberty because you've been paying your way out of jail. So if you've been able to afford that, why haven't you been able to afford to just pay the fine in the first place?
I'm trying to make this right. All of this happened during COVID. I lost my father during COVID. I lost my best friend during COVID.
Right, well, it's a 2017.
Yeah.
COVID.
Your Honor, why can't you just give the woman a PR bond and let her get in front of Judge Odette? It's his case. Let him deal with it.
Then she should go over there now and
She
let him
doesn't
deal with it.
have $25. Are you gonna put her in jail over $25?
Get a load of discount Colonel Sanders over here talking to the judge like that. He's got enough cheek for another arse.
No, it's $250. That's what the warrant says.
You
She
said
didn't show up.
10%.
Listen,
And
listen.
she doesn't have
Listen.
the 10%.
I mean, this is not a scab that should be picked at, because I'm looking now and seeing as she blew off sentencing in 17, got a bench warrant then.
I spent time in jail for all of that, Your Honor. I've been to jail for this 3 times. I had been to jail for this. I did 20 days for this.
Yeah, but you owe, listen, whatever property you
And
destroyed.
that's when they gave me the big fine. I wasn't able to pay the fine. I don't
No,
have $1,000.
Well, if you don't have $1,000, how about not doing $1,000 worth of damage?
Looks like they applied the money that you posted on that bond towards restitution. whatever you destroy.
No, they're not, because I'm sorry, they're still saying that I owe, if they are applying it, they're still saying that I owe the same amount. It's even more now than then. It was 800 and something then. It's over 1,000 and something now.
I don't see it that it says 1,000. The warrant says 250 or 45 days. That $250 bond you posted,
Yeah,
you posted a $250 bond in April. They applied it. It says right on here, they applied it to restitution.
well, it's still saying that I owe over 1,000 and something dollars. The last paperwork that I saw.
Judge, the total amount due on the case now, the balance due is $1,097.
Well, let me see what this was about.
The restitution amount was $784, and the rest is fines, costs, and probably late fees. Oh, she had probation, so there's probation oversight fees in there.
I think she was supposed to be paying monthly on that.
At the time, I wasn't working and COVID happened. In 2020, COVID happened. I was not working. I had to pay for my father's funeral.
Yes, in 2020. This happened back in 2017. Am I the only one seeing the issue with this here?
And on top of that, Your Honor, I got evicted from my apartment. It's like a lot been going on since that time. That was a long time ago, 2017. And I thought this was over with until I had that last warrant and they picked me up, because I hadn't heard any more about it, and not even about the probation or anything. So then when I got the last warrant, I couldn't get time off of work because I spent time in jail for that. They took me I got in a car accident. I had a warrant for this, and I did 3 days in jail. So my job wouldn't give me any time off. So I couldn't make that one. So I said, I'll turn myself in. I called and they told me to come and turn myself in, and I would get a date and I could make payment. They told me to make sure I make payments before or try to pay it off before the next court date. And that was my plan.
It looks like you slashed somebody's tire.
Your Honor, that was in 2017. I am a saved woman. I really don't want to bring that type of stuff back up. I'm going to pay my fines and costs, and I will pray that this is left behind me. Please.
Let me ask you a question.
Bring that flashing tire up. Lord, help me, Jesus. You're bringing old wounds back to me.
Why you bringing up old shit?
Can I please deal with Judge Odette? Please, Your Honor.
Now, you may have missed the part there where she said she's a saved woman and she's found the Lord or whatever. Great. Good for you. Now, I'm sure if Jesus was here, he'd want you to do the right thing. What about the person who's waiting on restitution for something that you did 5 years ago? Surely the godly thing to do would be to resolve that issue.
I think you need to go around and see him, because you know what? This is his case. The fact of the matter is, you should make these arguments to him, because the fact is.
Yeah, I think I should.
Excuse me. I'm talking now. I'm talking now.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking now. The fact is, somebody has had to wait 5 years. They still haven't gotten paid back for their tire. And that's not right. That's just not right.
Your Honor, I didn't even slash that tire, though. You don't even really know what happened with that whole ordeal, and I was kept going to court for that. And so I just said, you know what? I will pay it. And you're giving me anxiety right now, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but boo-hoo. You're giving me anxiety. Come on. You're giving yourself anxiety. Sure, you claim that you didn't do it. You should have went to trial. I understand why some people just take the small charge and get it done with. The problem is you didn't just get it over and done with, did you? You waited 5 years and paid a fortune to get your ass out of jail a few times.
Please.
Ma'am, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Go see Judge Odette. Either that or you pay the $25 bond that I wrote on here. Okay, that's where we're at.
Where do I go?
Down on the other side, just go out to the hallway, go all the way down to it, take a sharp left, get to the first courtroom.
So if somebody bring me $25, do I still go to court on the 27th?
Yes.
How does?
Yes. But if you really want to be, if you really want to be done with it, maybe you should have somebody bring $250 and the file will get closed.
I don't have anyone to bring me 250, Your Honor. I asked if someone brought me $25 up here right now.
Ma'am,
Do I still
okay.
go? Do I still go to court on the 27th?
Yes, you'd have to go to court on the 27th. Or whatever that date is.
I'm gonna call someone to bring me the $25 because when I go
Where did
see,
she pay the 25?
It's the 28th, by the way. It's the 28th.
Judge,
at
wait,
8:30.
I'm sorry. You keep going back and forth between saying for her to see Judge Odette now and then just wait until next week. Are you wanting her to see Judge Odette now?
no, he said I can pay the $25 now.
She's got two
and
choices.
see him on the 28th.
She's got a choice of two things. She can go see Judge Odette now to see if he will release her on her own recognizance without posting anything. Or she can, I'm setting the bond at 10% of the 250. She can pay $25, post that, and come back and see Judge Odette on July 28th at 8:30 for the show cause. Quite frankly,
All right, Judge, here's what I think, if I may interject here and we can wrap this up.
Hold your chicken nuggets there a second, Colonel. Let me just say this. This lady has been messing around for a long time with this case. Now, I get it. Sometimes life gets in the way. I've been there myself. I'm sure not a single one of you watching right now hasn't had a situation where you've put something on the long finger, it creates more and more anxiety, and it makes the whole thing worse. We've all done it. But at this point, it's 5 years. She's wasted so much court time. She's wasted police time. She's wasted taxpayers' money, all over a few $100. Again, I get it. It's not always that easy to come by it. But for God's sake, just resolve it. Get it over and done with. This judge is actually being more than reasonable. As harsh as it may seem he's being outrageously reasonable. He's given you options after 5 years.
She is going to call and try to get $25 brought down to her. Does she pay that money at the clerk's office? Well, that's what we'll do then. You can give her the appropriate paperwork and we'll be done at this point.
now understand that if it doesn't get posted today, and don't they close at 4 o'clock? What time do they close?
They close at 4 o'clock and
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
3:42 now.
Well, you don't have a lot of time. Is there still an ATM machine out there?
I don't know, Judge. I don't go out that way.
Okay,
Lynn
well,
says there is.
Do you have an ATM card?
I have a credit card that I could I don't want to use it. I'm over my limit, but I will use it.
I would if I were you. Okay, somebody needs to get this, that's what I'm gonna do.
Now my credit don't go down because I ain't even got the money on there.
Ma'am, go to the clerk's office right now if you got a credit card.
Just a moment. I have to get the file before she can go over there.
Paperwork, and you just put it on your card and then show up at Odette's on the 28th. All right, Sabrina,
Well, okay, so what, if she's saying that she's gonna try to use a card that's already at or over its limit, what if it
Well,
rejects?
No, I got money. I'm over my credit card limit. I have money on there.
It'll still let you use it?
I wouldn't have said it would.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
asking for your own,
yeah,
you know, I'm not
it's just
saying,
gonna affect my credit.
okay,
That's the issue.
all right.
okay, so she'll be able to pay the $25 for it.
Okay, well, I will go with you to the clerk's office.
Now, it sucks that the lady is in a situation where she may have to affect her credit. That's awful. I don't want that to happen to this lady. Maybe she is genuinely trying to make amends, but it's time to actually step up. Stop talking about it and start doing it. Go use your credit card, pay it off, take the hit on it. Go to the credit card company and set up a payment plan. It's tough. Life is tough. But you make it harder on yourself when you first of all put yourself in a situation where you end up here in the first place. And second of all, don't resolve that situation and end up having to keep coming back and keep owing more and more money. As entitled as you've been here and as much time as you've wasted, I am rooting for you. It's a relatively minor thing, so there's no excuse to keep it going for so long. Anyway, folks, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope people can learn a bit of a lesson from it too. It made me remember that, you know, there are times in your life where things are tough, but you just got to push through. It's the only way. And with that, folks, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure and smash that like button, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you can do so by becoming a member, Patreon, dropping an old super thanks down below, or dropping a tip in the PayPal tip jar. I'll catch you all once I get back from Portugal. Felicidades.